Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of Kulture Katha. Our Mother Earth is no doubt wonderful, but when she takes it upon herself to create something using three key elements at her disposal, time, heat and pressure, a miracle is born, a gemstone. A gemstone is a miracle because it's a rarity. Remember, not every piece of coal turns into a diamond. So our ancestors, awed by the rare sight of these amazing creations of nature, attributed miraculous powers to them. This video is about how beliefs in those miraculous powers found their way into the stories we told. But before we get to the stories, here's a bit of history and some geography. Now, what is that one thing that brings these precious stones out from deep earth? Right, a volcano. So it comes as no surprise to know that India's Deccan Plateau, that was formed millions of years ago following a volcanic eruption, was the first place on earth where diamond was mined. In fact, India remained the only source of diamonds till 200 years back, before diamond deposits were discovered in Brazil. However, our Puranic texts, especially the Garuda Purana, attributes a mythical origin to these precious stones, saying that the different gemstones came from the different body parts of a demon named Vala or Bala. The Garuda Purana actually lists down as many as 30 different types of gemstones. These gems were believed to possess miraculous powers and could bestow long life and good health to the owner. Some gemstones were even considered antidotes to snake bites and other illnesses. Our Puranas also lay down prescriptions for who should wear which gemstone. Interestingly, women desiring male children were discouraged from wearing diamonds. In other words, a woman wearing diamonds probably had more chances of giving birth to a girl child than a boy. On a lighter vein, this reminds me of DBR's famous ad campaign featuring Marilyn Monroe that pitched diamonds as a girl's best friend. Jokes apart, there was always one precondition for these gemstones to bring good luck to their owner. The stones had to be flawless. According to the Garuda Purana, pure unblemished gems could bring great fortune and desirable effects to the owner, whereas flawed stones would have the opposite effect. The Agni Purana also says that a gem which is cracked, devoid of luster or appearing rough should not be used at all. And it's precisely these two aspects of power and flawlessness of gems that get repeatedly reflected in our stories. Gemstones, depicted as reservoirs of miraculous powers, even had life-giving properties, which is best illustrated in this story from the Mahabharata. In the story, Arjuna the Pandava falls dead in a fierce battle after being killed by his son Babruvahana, born of his wife Chitrangada. Ulupi, who was another wife of Arjuna and a Naga princess from the kingdom of snakes, brings the dead Arjuna back to life with the help of the Mrita Sanjeevani, or the life-giving gem of the Nagas. Here, the Mrita Sanjeevani gem is shown to have the powers to bring back the dead. The other interesting aspect that gets thrown up in the story is the association of gemstones with snakes. Snakes were popularly believed to be the keepers of gemstones. This relationship may be linked to the fact that both snakes and gemstones are found underground. In yet another story from the Mahabharata, Ashwatthama, who was the son of Drona, who was the guru of the Kauravas, Ashwatthama was born with a gem on his forehead. This gem was said to protect him from hunger, thirst and fatigue. However, at the end of the epic, when in extreme anger, Ashwatthama turns into a horrific killer and slays everyone in the Pandava camp except the Pandavas, the gem is taken away from him as he didn't deserve it anymore. So it appears that a flawless gem demanded a flawless owner. And that is the message that comes out in the story of the Shamantaka gem from the Bhagavata Purana. Satyajit, a Yadava nobleman from Dwaraka, was a big devotee of Surya, the sun god. Once pleased with Satyajit's devotion, Lord Surya granted him a brilliant and luminescent jewel that would give its owner a good measure of gold every day. Sometime later, Satyajit's brother happened to wear the jewel while going on a hunt into the forest, where a lion, attracted by the jewel, killed him and took the jewel away. In the forest, Jambavan, the king of the bears, encountered the lion carrying the jewel, killed it and took the gem for himself. Meanwhile, in Dwaraka, Krishna was being falsely accused of stealing the Shamantaka money. In order to redeem himself from this false accusation, Krishna decided to find the jewel. His search eventually brought him to Jambavan's home, where both fight a fierce duel in which Krishna won. He retrieved the jewel from Jambavan, took it back to Dwaraka and restored it to its rightful owner, Satyajit. But soon after, unfortunately, Satyajit was killed by another jealous nobleman named Akrura, who wanted the jewel for himself. Krishna once again hunted down the jewel, this time from Akrura, and finally restored it to the city of Dwaraka, where it truly belonged. In this story, we find that despite passing through the hands of several humans and animals, the jewel did not bring good fortune to any of them. On the contrary, it brought them ill luck that eventually led to their deaths. It's almost as if the gem finds its owner and not the other way around. Just as gems, pearls too were considered a rarity in nature. According to Bhartruhari, a Sanskrit scholar from long ago, only those raindrops falling into the mouth of an oyster on the day of the Swati Nakshatra could become pearls. Apart from their perfect origin, their white color and smooth finish were also probably the reasons why pearls were equated to purity. In the Tamil version of the Mahabharata, there is a story that highlights the association between pearls and purity. It so happened that one day Karna, engrossed in a game of dice that he was playing with Bhanumati, Duryodhana's wife, mistakenly pulled her mekala or the waistband. The waistband made of pearls at once snapped and all the pearls scattered around. Duryodhana, who happened to arrive on the scene and noticed how Karna had tugged at his wife's waistband, however, remained unperturbed. He gave one look at the scattered pearls on the floor and asked his wife and friend how he could help them. Should he pick the scattered pearls or help in stringing them back? Such was the purity of Duryodhana's absolute trust in Karna that is represented by the pearls in the Mekhala. Friends, there are many more stories to be shared about gems and jewels. We'll keep them for some time later, but do look out for my next video on a topic closely related to jewelry, our marriage rituals. Till then, keep liking, sharing and commenting. For now, it's tata, bye bye, take care.